right, man, let's talk about is David Benavidez ready for the Arthur Beterbiev Dimitri Bivol winner. And I think if Beterbiev win, I think he'll stick around at light heavyweight. I know he said he had ambitions to go up to cruiserweight and possibly up to heavyweight. You know, even at 40 years old, the additional weight would make it easier on him. But Dimitri Bivol, I know he ain't in no rush to go up to heavyweight. I think that one guy from Australia was like calling Bivol out. I forget his name. He really supposed to be really good. Name started with a J, last name started with an O. I can pronounce it if I did have it in front of me. But yeah, man. Like I said before, I think that, you know, I don't know who handling David Benavidez's career. But if you applying pressure, don't go up in weight. Don't go up in weight. It's gonna be too hard for him to squeeze back down to 168 pounds. No. So, you know, the idea is he want to beat, destroy guys close to Canelo. Alexander Goldsvik is a guy who's in Canelo's camp now. You know, Beterbiev retired him, and then, you know, he came back, made a comeback sparring, being a sparring partner. I think sparring partner for Canelo. You know, got the itch to fight again. So, you know, who knows? Probably needs some bread. We all do. But nonetheless, you know, it's a meaningless fight. It's a fight of high risk, no reward. Yeah, you get the interim WBC title, but if you chasing Canelo, what are you going down up and wait for? Now you got to drain yourself back down to 168. So I don't really see him coming back down. His dad said, oh yeah, we can come back down. That's going to be a built-in excuse. One, Canelo wants you to come back down to 68, right? Two, he probably going to want a rehydration clause. Dude, the fight is not the same. You know what I'm saying? You know, you going up in weight, that's your own part. But adding a rehydration clause to it, like, no. Like, you know, at the end of the day, he said that he probably need a couple fights before he get ready for Beterbiev at 175. Maybe that would change. You know, he's very confident in his ability to fight Bivol and beat Bivol. He said he, you know, ran through him in sparring. Sparring and sparring. Bivol don't look like a guy that takes sparring seriously, but, you know, Bivol don't have aggression. But I think if he beat Beterbiev, he gonna need aggression. And if he got enough aggression to beat Beterbiev, I think he got everything in the bag to beat Canelo. Because he had a chin, he had aggression, he had boxing ability, he got distance, and if he need to move and really be athletic, I don't know if he still can be as athletic as when Bivol first came on the scene, where he doing a lot of repetitive moves. Kind of remind you of Amir Khan, constantly rolling out, but he was throwing, you know, he was throwing shots like a ninja, you know, rolling out, pop, pop, and then, you know, a lot of heavyweights can't really catch that rhythm, you know what I'm saying? So, like I continue to say, if he can beat Beterbiev, and Beterbiev is Beterbiev and don't get old overnight, that's really the only question it is. He probably for sure can beat David Benavidez. You know, Benavidez bring a little bit different dimension, a little bit taller, a little bit, you know, probably a little bit, obviously a little bit rangier, you know, naturally bigger. You know, so, you know, but Beterbiev bring more refined skill set to the table. Him and Benavidez is different. You know, Beterbiev is more refined, and, you know, people don't give him credit for his technical ability to break people down. I mean, he could throw a jab, he could throw a speed power jab, you know, he cut the ring off, he can box and use rhythm. You know, people don't talk about his rhythm and talk about how he places his punches, how he able to, you know, recover and play possum, then get you on the ropes and beat you up on the inside. How you able to cut the distance down to taller and bigger opponents and just wear them out. You know, with Benavidez, he just walking into the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? He's not as refined or as skilled right now as Arthur Beterbiev, but he got, you know, his size, you know, probably going to be bigger and stronger at 175. You know, but I just think if Bivol can tame Beterbiev, you know, if he can tame Beterbiev, I think he should be able to tame Benavidez. I think it's a different monster, but you know, Benavidez just overwhelmed people with size and volume and all that. So I mean, just my opinion now. You know, Benavidez and Beterbiev is a great fight. You know, he ain't gonna be able to walk in and do that shit he do to everybody else. I tell you that right now. He come in the way he come in versus everybody else, he gonna get put down quick, fast, in a hurry. He gonna have to show some of that ability where him to box and get behind the jab and, you know what I'm saying, you know, work behind the one a little bit, you know, use his hand speed and all that type stuff. But, you know, at the end of the day, you know, one thing about Beterbiev, what other opponents fail to do with Benavidez, Beterbiev gonna take the air out the tires. He gonna establish that jab. You know, he gonna take the air out the tires. And the thing about it is, most times Benavidez get his opponents on their heels, and they're no threat to punch. They're no threat to hurt him. With Beterbiev, on balance, off balance, on his heels, on the balls of his toes, of his feet, pause. He can hurt you. He can hurt you. You know, so that's a savage fight. And he gonna break Benavidez down with the jab and with the body. Is how he gonna do it. And if you Benavidez, you gonna want to, you know, fight behind your height and fight behind your speed. So when Beterbiev come in, you know, you gotta anticipate that jab. Your jab gotta be this jab. And when he come in there with that power jab, you gotta be prepared. Get your head off that line or catch that jab and return. You know what I'm saying? That's a difficult fight for him, in my opinion. Just looking at him. He bigger and all that stuff. But this dude, man, you know, the way he fight, he gonna take Benavidez's body, bro. He gonna snatch his body. And Benavidez will take the body work and keep trucking. He can take the power. Benavidez probably gonna win. If it becomes a fight of attrition and wear and tear, Benavidez ain't got as much wear and tear. But if he can't take the power, he can't take the body work, man, he gonna decapitate Benavidez. It'd be the best fight you've seen for about 4 or 5 rounds. About 4, 5, 6 rounds is gonna be a great fight. But he ain't been in there with nobody that throw no heat. I'm trying to tell y'all, Porky Medina might be the best puncher he been in there with. He ain't been in there that nobody that throw no heat. I used to beat up on Golovkin and sparring. That's sparring. You know, back when people used to have to wear, guys like Tony Harrison was sparring, Golovkin and some of the other sparring partners had to put on rib cages. You know, if you ever played American football, you know, you used to get to put on a rib cage, rib protectors. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that was really a thing, like, or that was just, you know, to scare opponents or whatever. Like, well, it's not as sparring partners used to wear, you know, the rib protector. But, you know, I mean, at the end of the day, if you chase a Canelo, you know, does beating Beterbiev and or Bivol for undisputed, does that make that fight that much more attractive? I think, you know, Canelo been in 2 fights, undisputed, one fight, undisputed versus undisputed. It'd be 2 fights, undisputed versus undisputed. If Benavidez could actually do it, he fought Jamil's undisputed versus undisputed. Now he be moving up one weight class, undisputed. So that might be the way, but I wouldn't advise Benavidez to come back down in weight. I think if he believed that he could beat the Bivol Beterbiev winner, that makes that fight more attractive. No catch weight. He got to come up to 175. He came up there for Sergey Kovalev. So, you know, I honestly think the fight he should have fought Dave Morrell. PBC is notorious for putting motherfuckers on the card, excuse my language, who should be fighting each other. They're notorious for that. Morrell fighting Andrade, and Benavidez is fighting Goldsby. Morrell and Benavidez should be fighting each other at 168 pounds. Well, Benavidez don't bring nothing. Morrell don't bring nothing to the table. Neither do fucking Goldsby. That WBC interim title shouldn't even be on the line for that fight. Goldsby's had 3 fights back since he came out of retirement. And he fought a motherfucking soul. My man's on Philly's Most Wanted say our guns make James Brown lose his soul. Don't mind how I pursue. Don't take it personal, man. That's just how thugs do. I'm butchered that shit. Niggas in Philly know what's up. Shout out to Philly's Most Wanted. You know, I don't even know what the fuck this text me. Probably that shit. But yeah, you know, I think that might be since you at 75, that's the best route. That's the best route. But I'm telling you, the winner of Beterbiev and Bivol, unless they take some extreme wear and tear, if Bivol can beat Beterbiev, Benavidez gonna have a tough time with him. I'm trying to tell you. That means that he got that nasty dog in him. You know, and I think you just got to bring it out of Bivol. He's just missing the aggression. Now, I think fighting Beterbiev, unless he off his game, you're gonna have to have a certain amount of you're gonna have to have a lot of aggression. He's got to hurt Beterbiev in there. And once he hurt Beterbiev, he got to put that dog, he got to put old Yellow down. I'm trying to tell you, don't play in there. You get that man a second and third chance, or second chance, all you need is one. That boy like John Wick with a stick. You done. You cooked. So that'd be my thing to him. And it better be man, you know, he decapitate Bivol, man, Benavidez gonna, you know, park it like it's hot, park it like it's hot. He gonna decapitate Bivol. You know, my thing is, can Benavidez take them body shots? That boy body look like frozen yogurt from Minchie's. I don't know if y'all got a Minchie's where y'all at. It don't look like he do no sit up. That don't necessarily mean you ain't got a strong core. That is true. You know, I remember my gym teacher saying, you know, my fat homies, they can bust 200-300 sit-ups. You know what I'm saying? So that necessarily don't mean that. A lot of times, you know, it's diet, and a lot of times it's diet. You know, and genetics. Some people eat all that shit and all that, you know, they still got, you know, abs and all that shit. But hey, let me know what you girls and guys think, man. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop video. Find me on X, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcast. Well, not Google no more. That shit going away in a couple days. But Kick, Twitch, the whole nine. Peace.